Hey, hey, hey! How is everyone doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday on the mountain. So, yesterday, well, first, welcome to Jill's Creative Side. If you're new to my group, welcome. I'm Jill, and this is where I do all my crafting and creative ideas. I always try to post in the comments on my live crafts where you can get the products from. So, yesterday's craft, we made some ornaments out of wood circles, and if you missed it, you can go back and replay it. And today we're going to be making some cute little acorns out of these little wood cutout acorns that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now let me turn this down. Whoa, okay, that's better. All right, so what I did yesterday or last night is I went over all of the acorns with Mod Podge, and all I had on hand was gloss, but you can use whatever you like. Hey mama, so you can, this is what I went over one side of the acorn, and I used Mod Podge. And you can get this anywhere, Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, anywhere. I just had this on hand, it's so old, but I like to use what I already have on hand if possible. And then on 3 of them, I went over them with Folk Art Antique Wax, and I got this at Joann Fabrics. So what I'm gonna do with these is I've been dying to try the leopard print stencil that I got from Magnolia Design. So I'm gonna try the leopard print on the acorns with the antique wax on them. So that's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be different. I'm gonna see how that works out. So first of all, we're gonna do these with napkins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put, and I'll let these dry overnight. I would let them dry a couple hours. You don't want them wet when you use them. So I'm going to take a napkin. This is a napkin, and I'm going to put it on here, and then I'm going to use my Cricut Heat Press to adhere them to the acorn. So it's not the normal way of using the Mod Podge. Normally you would just go back over it, put it on wet and go over it wet, but I'm gonna try this new technique that I learned, and then I'm gonna show you how to burn the edges. Now, disclaimer, I'm not responsible if you burn yourself, burn your house down. I'm not responsible for that. So if you use the burn technique, please be careful. I have a tub of water, just to be sure that I don't catch anything on fire. I'm just going to use one of these lighters, so please do it at your own risk, but be careful when you do it. I don't want you to burn anything up. So I just have a pack of these napkins that I don't even know where I got them. I've had them on hand forever, and I have some other napkins, but I'm thinking these will do best because the other ones have words on them and they won't really fit on here and look right. So all you have to do on the napkin is there's always an extra layer on the back. So just peel that extra layer off. And you can also do this adhering them with an iron as well. You don't have to use a Cricut heat press. I just have one and I like to use it because it's bigger, and I can probably do all of these at one time because it's pretty big. So we just get rid of this, but I'm going to save it in case I need a napkin for something. So we just have the napkin with no backing. And this one still has one on there, so they must have put 2 on there. Anyways, we'll put this one to the side. So what I'm going to do is set the antique ones aside. And I'm going to use my Cricut mat to place them on, and then I'm going to use parchment paper in between the acorns and the heat press because we don't want to burn anything, catch anything on fire. So I have 5 of them, and actually I'm going to do one at a time so I can see what I'm putting on each individual one. So the side that you did the decoupage or the Mod Podge is the side you want to put your napkin on. So I'm just going to lay my napkin over the acorn and try to get that. I want to get this pumpkin in there as best that I can. All right, so we're gonna try it with this. Now, they say to use your iron on like the cotton setting, but don't use steam, just use a low setting. So my Cricut Heat Press only goes to 210, so that's what I have it on. And I'm going to put the parchment paper over this, and then I'm gonna put the heat press down for just a few minutes to adhere it. Yikes, knocking everything down. And it only takes a couple minutes to heat set it, and I've not done this with my Cricut heat press before, so I don't want to do too much. So let's see. Yeah, that worked. So it's stuck on there, and so all I'm going to do is just kind of cut around it and then go on to the next one, and then we'll burn off the edges. How fun is that going to be? That's going to be pretty awesome. All right, so this is what we have right now, and then I'll burn the edges off of that when we get done with all of them. And sometimes it's kind of hard to see what. All right, so let's get the squash on this one. I guess that's what that is. All right, so. And then knocked my. Okay. This thing has a huge cord on it. So we're just gonna do it for a few seconds. Not anything very long, just to get it set. That Cricut Heat Press is the best thing ever. All right, so that one's on there. I've never actually seen anyone use like an iron or a heat press to do the decoupage. It's always been wet, and sometimes when you put a napkin on there wet, it tears it really easy because the napkin, once you take the extra piece off the back, it makes it really thin. So this is really a cool way to do it. So there's that one. And I mean, you can get these napkins at the Dollar Tree or Walmart or anywhere. I tried to find some. I went by Walmart today after church, and I wanted to find some more fall napkins, but I didn't see any. So if you're ever out and you see all these cute napkins, but you don't know what to do with them, this is what you do with them. So it's a lot of fun. And I learned these crafts from someone, you know, online, and I wanted to share it with you guys because they helped me craft, so I want to help you craft. It just makes sense. And if you guys have any questions, just comment and I will answer your comments either today or when I get off. But if you're watching live, say hey, let me know you're on. If you're catching this on a replay, hashtag replay so it bumps my video up. And also, if you're catching this on YouTube, like the video if you like it and subscribe to my channel. That helps me grow my presence on YouTube. All right, so we've got two more. And this is such a quick and easy craft to do, and it's so pretty. I mean, it's just, and you can take these little acorns and like make a little banner or something and hang it from your fireplace on your mantle. That's probably what I'm gonna do. And can you imagine at Christmas time, what we can come up with at Christmas time? Yes. And Christmas is, I don't know how many days it is till Christmas, but I need to look that up. All right, and if you are in my group, welcome. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Whoops. And if you like pretty fingernails or pretty jewelry, I have two other groups. I'm an independent stylist for Color Street, and Color Street nails are amazing. This is what I have on. And also, I'm an independent stylist for Magnolia Design Jewelry, and we have some really, really pretty jewelry. So when I get done here, I'm going to be going live in my nail group, which is Jill's Jazzy Nail Boutique. So come on over there. If you're not already in that group, join it, because there's so many cool things going on in the jewelry group. And I'm going to go over a couple new things that I might want to try. I just have to see. So join that group, and Jill's Jewels is my jewelry group. And I'm going to be making shirts soon. And so those will be in my Mountain Breeze Boutique group. I have tons of groups on Facebook, but I love all of them. And I also have a YouTube channel, and it is Jill's Creative Side on YouTube. And I always post these videos on there, and I do videos on my YouTube channel as well. So check that out. And I do reviews on products. I haven't posted any yet, but I'm going to be reviewing different like hair products, makeup products, different things like that. If you like Mary Kay, I have a girl that I can hook you up with that sells Mary Kay, and she's awesome. Okay, so we're done with the applying the napkins to the acorns. Now I'm going to burn it off. And I did not bring anything down here to hold them. So we're just going to hold it with my hand and hope for the best. Hopefully it's not going to burn my hand. I don't think it will. If it does, I can drop it in the water. So now all I'm going to do is light it, and it should burn the edges of the acorn, hopefully. I have not tried this yet. Like I said, disclaimer, try this at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you burn yourself or your house or your table, so just be careful when you're using a fire, please. And I really wish that I would have bought something down here to hold it. I guess I could hold it like that. We'll use the scissors. So I really don't want to burn my hand. Tongs or something would be good. So let's do this, y'all. We're doing it together. It looks kind of scary, but look at that. It is burning the napkin all the way around the acorn. That is amazing. And I'm blowing that into the water. Y'all, okay, it stinks, but it's okay. You can also go over this with a fingernail file or a piece of sandpaper, but look at that. It got all the edges of the acorn. Now I was gonna do the back in antique wax, but I decided not to, because if I'm gonna use this on a banner, I may put like some drop cloth behind it in a cute little shape. So stay tuned for that. But that's how that looks. How cute is that, y'all? All right, let's do the next one. It does kind of stink a little. I'm gonna move the water under it so that the ashes fall in the water, not on my tablecloth. But y'all, that looks so cute. That is awesome. Okay, let's do the next one. And I should have brought some tongs down here from the kitchen, but since I didn't, we're just gonna hold it with the scissors. Okay, y'all ready? Let's do this again. And then it goes all the way around the shape of the acorn. It's amazing how it's doing that. And let me get this right here. Okay. Hope I don't drop it in the water. Okay, so it like singed it a little bit, but that's okay because you can just wipe it off. We can use this other napkin and we're just gonna wipe it off. You guys, it is amazing how it goes all the way around. And I have some Mod Podge on that stem on that one, but look at that. How cool is that? My light's doing weird things, but that is so cool. And you see the design, it has a little bit of the pumpkin and a little bit of the gourd on there. Super cute. But I mean, it gets that perfectly. It's amazing how it does that. See, that's going to be really cute. Like, I'm going to use twine and hang it on, I have a mantle above my wood stove, and it'll just hang along that, and with these and some drop cloth. That is going to be so cute. This is turning out so good. You guys, I'm doing this live with you guys for the very first time. I saw it and I was like, I have to try that. But just please be careful if you try this, and don't burn yourself or your house or anything. So I'm not responsible for anything that happens with this fire. That's my disclaimer. This is try at your own risk. It stinks a little bit, but it's okay. It doesn't last very long. I think what stinks is the Mod Podge. Y'all, these are just adorable. Adorable. Look at that. How cute is that? That is so cute. Okay. So we got 2 more, and then we'll be done with that, and then we'll do the leopard print, which I'm super excited about. And you can trim it a little bit more than this one. This one wasn't trimmed as close. But it's weird how it only goes through the shape, through the edge. You would think it would catch this on fire, but it doesn't. So this is so cute. It's amazing. They had other wood shapes, like they had some leaves, but I didn't get them at the Dollar Tree in time, and they sold out. Super, super cute. See, I like this better than doing the decoupage wet. I just like this look better. It looks so much better. Oh my goodness, so cute. Okay, I'm going to trim this one just a little bit so it's not quite as much to burn. But yeah, I would definitely recommend you have water, a tub of water, because the ashes, I mean, as you can see in the way. Hey, Jill! Yay! Okay, so last one. Remember, disclaimer, if you try this trick at home, you're doing it at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you burn your house down or burn your hand. Hopefully you won't. You'll be careful, but I have a tub of water, and the ashes are dropping in the water, and I forgot to bring my tongs to hold it, so I'm using scissors. And so if you're just jumping on, I used decoupage on the acorn last night. I let it dry. You should let it dry at least 2 hours. And then I put the napkin over the acorn, and then I used my Cricut Heat Press to seal it. It's just so much better than the wet, doing it wet, because the napkin is so thin. But this is so cool, y'all. Super cool how it just burns right around that acorn perfectly. I'm amazed. Actually amazed I haven't dropped it in the water yet. Super cool. Okay. This is such a cool craft. And you know, a lot of these crafts, I don't recommend doing this one with children, but you can do there's so many crafts you can do with kids. I can't wait to do some of them with my niece Nevaeh. You guys know that we're always doing stuff together, and even my niece Leah, but she lives in North Carolina. But it's just fun to do crafts with little ones. And here's this one. There we go. And you can see the acorn shape and how perfectly it burned around the shape with there's nothing to cut or anything. So there's that. So I have 5 of these, and you can just take like a pen or something and poke through the hole that's in the back of the acorn to run your twine through. Okay, so I'm going to move the water, and I'm going to use, let me put this back down. All right, I'm going to take these 3 that I painted last night with the antique wax, folk art antique wax. So we have these painted. I left the back. The back's not pretty, but I'm going to have it on a banner with a shape or some type of shape with drop cloth on the back. So that is that. And I need to use, okay, so we're going to use yellow paint, and I did not have any chalk paste in this color. So this is ink, but you can use it on any surface. But this ink you can use on shirts. So this is what I'll be using when I start creating the shirts. And I already have a design in my head. I just have to get it made, test it on a shirt. Once I get samples of the shirts that I'm going to start ordering, then I'll be posting for you guys to purchase the shirts. But I want to make sure that the shirts that I'm going to purchase are good quality before I put them out there for you guys. So we are going to use, I bought these stencils. These are mesh stencils, and they came from Magnolia Design Company. I will put the link below. But this came as one stencil, and I cut it in half. This is leopard print, which is my favorite. And this is little doggy paw prints. So we're going to be using this. And I'm going to place it where the acorn, the bottom half of the acorn, is yellow leopard print, and it'll show on top of the brown. That's what I'm going for. I have not tried this yet, so we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. And I'm gonna use the same stencil for all three. I'm just gonna move it over like that. So these are mesh stencils. They're reusable and they're adhesive. So there's like screen in between. It's called mesh, but it's some kind of screen where you see all the white. And that is where the paint goes. So these really make designs crisp without bleeding. We made these yesterday. If you did not get to see the video, go check it out. But I know it's backwards because I forgot to flip my screen. But these were made with the stencils. But these were made with stencils I made using the Icon Art kit. I can make my own mesh stencils. That's how I'm creating my own designs for the shirts. So anyway, I made these, and it's the same concept. It's stencils just like this. All right, so first I'm gonna write on the back that is the back, because if you put your stencil down on the back piece the wrong way, it'll ruin your stencil. So don't do that. Okay, so let's get this going. I've been dying to use these stencils. And they're so easy to use, and they make your designs amazing. Okay. So this is the stencil, and you can see through it. And so I'm going to try to line it up on the acorn where just the bottom half is leopard print and the top half will be brown, if I can do it correctly. I think I can. I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm going to go with this one and see. If I mess this one up, it's okay. I have two more to try it on. So here's the paint. This is the ink, and I am going to, this is what it looks like. I'm going to stir it up with this little spatula, and then we're going to put it on with the little squeegee. I mean, you see how tiny they are, and you don't even have to use hardly any ink. It takes very little ink to make something with. Now, the chalk paste is a little bit different, but the ink, I mean, one of these little jars will last a really long time. They have some really, and the only reason I'm using the ink, I would normally use chalk paste, but I don't have yellow. But you can use the ink on anything as well. The ink is actually permanent if you set it with heat. But if you're not going to get it wet, like these little acorns, I'm not going to be getting them wet. So it doesn't matter if they are permanent or not because they won't be in water. The chalk paste, you can remove it with water. I don't know if I would remove it from wood, but it's a lot more forgiving than the ink. The ink you can make permanent. All right, so I'm just going to put a little dab on this squeegee. Like I said, it doesn't take much. This is all I'm using, is that much. And then we're just gonna go over, and I'm gonna try not to get it on the brown part. I'm just gonna go over the stencil on the wood. And I'm basically just going over it easy. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on it. You can lift it a little and see if you've missed anything, and if you have, you can lay it back down. So it's really easy to use. And then you just wash your stencil out. And then if I have any excess, I just rake it back into the little jar and use it again. So let's see what this looks like. Whoa. Y'all, this is too cute. I could do it a little bit darker, so I'll do the next one a little bit darker, but look at that. How cute is that, you guys? Oh my goodness, it's super cute. Okay, so I'm going to do the next one, and I'm just going to move the stencil over and use the next part. I'll try to get this lined up best that I can. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing about crafting. To me, crafting is therapeutic. So if you mess it up, it's not a big deal. Really, it's not. All right, so I'm going to do this one a little bit darker than the other one, but the other one is cute. That turned out really cute. And you see how crisp the lines are. Okay. So I'll put a little bit more on this one. And you just basically rub it in where the openings are on the stencil. It's so easy. And when you pull it up, that's the best part, is seeing your creation, how pretty it is. But this is so cool. I don't know how I've gone this long without this product, without these stencils, because it has changed my crafting so much. Okay. And the less you go over it, the better it will be. And you just want to make sure you don't have any globs on there. So I'm just going over it. All right, let's see what this looks like. Yes, this is so cute. Got a little bit on the edge. Look at that, y'all. How cute is that? That's cute. Orange would be pretty too. I did not, do I have? I do have some orange, so let's try. I have the orange chalk paste, so let's try that. And then we'll be done. How easy is that? So I'm just gonna put the lid back on my fabric, or my ink. I keep calling it fabric. And the chalk paste, they recommend squirting a little bit of distilled water in it. That keeps it from drying up. So I have a little squirt bottle that I use. So let's lay this one down. I don't want to get the yellow on it. And these are repositionable. You can move them around. I don't think I got that one straight, but that's the good thing about these. You can make them straight without messing anything up. These are so fun. You guys, first day of fall is Wednesday. Yay, I'm so excited for fall. Okay. Let's do the orange. Let me get another spatula and a little squeegee. Okay, so I'm gonna stir it up. This is what the chalk paste looks like. Yes, Jill, you put the Mod Podge or the decoupage over the acorn and then you let it dry for 2 hours. Then you put the napkin on that, and then I use a Cricut Heat Press, but you can also use an iron on like 200 on cotton with no steam. And you just go over it for a few seconds and it like adheres to the wood. So it's really cool not having to use it wet on a napkin, because the napkin is so thin, especially when it gets wet. So it's really cool. I just learned it the other day, and I was like, I've got to share this with you guys because it's such a cool idea. Okay. So I've got the orange on here, not much at all. And then I'm just going to go over it. You guys, it's just so easy. And I'll put a link in the comments after we're done for the stencils. And if you watch yesterday's craft video, I made those stencils on my icon art. So cute and so fun. So let me get the excess off. And the good thing about using these little squeegees is you take the excess and put it right back in the can or the jar and reuse them on your next project. And so you can lift it up, you can look. If it doesn't look good, you can put it back down and go over it again if you need to. Oh yeah, this orange is definitely the ticket. So check the orange out. Oh, I love the orange. It shows up so good on the brown. But they sell these little acorn cutouts at the Dollar Tree. So how cute is that, y'all? My light is playing tricks on it. There we go. So cute. Super cute. So that's the craft for today. Stay tuned because this week, probably on Tuesday, I'm going to do another craft live, and I'm going to be making a banner using drop cloth. Yep, drop cloth. So really cute. Drop cloth and some shims, wooden shims, or you can use paint stir sticks. So stay tuned for that craft this week, probably going to be on Tuesday. Yes, I like the orange too, Jill. It shows up so much better than the yellow. The yellow just didn't, and maybe it's because it's the ink, but yeah. It almost looks kind of green, but anyway. So, if you like this and you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming to the live video. I hope that you love this craft, and I look forward to doing so many more with you. Thank you for being in my group and participating. And remember, October 16th, the Boone's Mill Apple Festival. I will be there. Come see me. So you guys have a great Sunday. And if you're in my nail group, go there next because I'm going to be showing some nails. Then go to Jill's Jewels, check out some plunder that I'm going to show from the fall collection. You guys are not going to want to miss that. So y'all head on over there, and I will see you soon. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.